Good. Yeah. थोड़ा सा light, I think, pixelated है, but let me see if we can do it better. Just. बीच बीच में we'll have to keep switching.
नहीं, it was good enough, कोई problem नहीं है.
पक्का?
हाँ.
अगर नहीं है तो चल जाएगा काम. अदरवाइज क्योंकि कल क्या हुआ था, वो चार्जर नहीं लगा था, एकदम से बंद हो गया. Okay. So, welcome to day 42. Now, आज का दिन was basically for me in Thimphu only. एक second. So basically, आज का दिन was in Thimphu only for me. Thimphu is like our base for 7 days, और हम यहीं से सब जगह जा रहे हैं. तो today because Sumita is attending the first event, so I was like alone. She went for the session, day 1 of the session that happened, and today I went to see a monastery जहाँ पे monks पढ़ते हैं, and then I went to see. So I really had this, I wanted to see a live prayer happening in a monastery. तो मैं क्लास 9th में सिक्किम गई थी, तो वहां पे I had this memory of this huge Buddha statue and monks meditating क्या, they chant. तो वो chanting कर रहे थे, and then they have आप ये कह लो शंख होता है, और उनके बहुत बड़े बड़े ढोल टाइप के होते हैं. ढोल भी नहीं है, पतले से ही होते हैं, कुछ ढपली जैसे टाइप. वो बजते हैं, सिंबल होता है, और वो हाथी के वो जो दांत होते हैं वैसा कुछ एक गोंग टाइप का होता है. तो वो मेरा बहुत मन था कि ऐसी कोई प्रेयर सर्विस हो जाए. तो हम ढूंढ रहे थे ऑन 23rd ऑन बुद्ध पूर्णिमा कहीं लाइव हो रही हो, बट इट इज सेड कि मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम मोनास्ट्रीज में क्योंकि बहुत लोग आते हैं, तो ये सब प्रोसेशन जो होता है वो ये लोग अकेले में करते हैं. दे डोंट अलाउ पीपल टू सी इट. तो आज जहाँ हम गए थे वो स्कूल में, तो somebody had you can say sponsored a prayer service for the departed soul of their father, मतलब grandfather थे किसी के. तो वो प्रेयर सर्विस चल रही थी, तो वो मुझे लेके गए. तो देन आई गॉट टू सी द एंटायर थिंग, द चैंटिंग हैपनिंग. आई सैट देयर फॉर 2 hours एंड आई गॉट टू have like tea with the head monk जो वहाँ थे, वहाँ चाय वाय and all of that happened. And then this nice little girl क्या, उनकी उनकी पोती थी, वो भी प्रेयर सर्विस में आई थी. she was working somewhere, तो she sat beside me and she was telling that you can also visit another monastery. वो nuns हैं, and अगर आप 4 से 5 के बीच में जाओगे, they can offer a special prayer for you and your family. They take your date of birth and you give some donation and then they do it. So I got to do that also. वो भी हो गया आज मेरा, काफी सारी चीजें. But while I got to visit a lot of places in Thimphu, local places. एक walking Buddha statue था. Then there is Buddha Point, one of the biggest landmarks of Thimphu. A huge Buddha, and then uske niche temple hai, and some other. But the one thing that I was seeing constantly and consistently was prayer flags. So यहाँ पे ना ये even लद्दाख वगैरह में अगर आप जाओगे तो consecrated prayer flags आपको दिखेंगे. So today I thought probably it would be nice if we talk about, and it's very colorful. So इनका 5 कलर में आपको दिखेंगे. It would be white, blue, red, yellow, and green. And white stands for purity, okay, and blue stands for health and longevity, and then you have red for fulfilling your wishes, and yellow for victory over obstacles, and green for compassion. And these are all consecrated. So हम consecration pranic healing में बहुत बात करते हैं. These are for, like, they are consecrated, or you can say they are energized with the with prayers, right? And it is a belief that when ये हम लगाते हैं, so obviously हवा, सूरज की किरणें, earth prana, all of these um, basically are benefited by the consecrated prayers in the flags. And it also, like, offers like happiness, long life, prosperity, and good luck to and even good karma to all sentient beings. So I'm sure हमने sentient beings भी काफी बार सुना होगा, right? So यहाँ पे भी I'm seeing a lot of people, like even the taxi drivers talking about sentient beings. So it is not only for human beings. Sentient beings is like any person who has consciousness, or anything that has consciousness is a sentient being, and that includes your Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, all of it. So these prayers are for all of them, right? So कई बार हमारे ट्रेडिशन में हम प्रेयर्स या एनर्जाइजिंग कॉन्सेक्रेशन, इन सबको हमने देखा तो है, बट आई डोंट थिंक सो वी यूज इट very often, or give significance or importance to these things. But just the concept, just the beauty of the concept, that if you put a prayer flag, and whatever touches it, or whatever wherever the energy of these prayers go, it brings good luck, prosperity, and it basically waits away your negative karma. It is in itself, if you think, it's like जो भी लगा रहा है उसको कितना गुड कर्मा जनरेट हो रहा है उसके लिए, so here everybody is like aware of these things, and everybody is doing mindfully. But I also went to a temple. So there is only one Hindu temple in Bhutan, and I will share pictures. It was a beautiful. So there's this beautiful Shivling and Nandi, and uska jo view hai, it's like the valley of Thimpu. And but the temple is of Panch Devi, so you have Panch Deviyan along with important gods in one place. तो वहां पे मुझे एक पर्सन मिले, वो नेपालीज थे, बट वो भूटान में सेटल हो गए. देन ही स्टार्ट्स talking about that, Bhutanese have a good, you can say, religious base, but then the spiritual depth is somewhere missing. So people are too much into rituals here, too much. Like, you know, I think बचपन से ही वो conditioning शुरू हो जाती है. But then if you start asking why are you doing this? Because like I sat there in the monastery for like 2 hours just to understand कि जो ये prayer कह रहे हैं, और there is a way in which they use a dorje. So they use a bell, they use a dorje, they use a conch shell. काफी सारी चीजें वो यूज करते हैं. They use mudras, different mudras during the prayer ceremony. So there was a lot of things that I was observing, and trying to understand कि ये क्या है, कैसे. But when I even tried asking some of these students, they said कि अभी हमें पता नहीं है. No, we don't know. So कौन मतलब जैसे हम डोरजे में बात कर रही थी, डोरजे मास्टर चोआ का एक वीडियो मैंने देखा था, वेर ही वाज यूजिंग डोरजे टू एंकर द एनर्जी, you know and यहाँ पे dorje is like, you'll see with every Buddha statue or every Guru Padma Sambhava statue, you'll see that dorje is always there. So you know um, among those monks also, certain monks were using it. मतलब कुछ थे जो यूज कर रहे थे, कुछ थे जो नहीं यूज कर रहे थे. तो that girl who was sitting beside me, she said that probably this is also kind of entitlement, where you are at a certain level, then you can utilize those objects, and you are told the techniques about it. तो मुझे बस यही लगा कि all of these things are so powerful, but then over a period of time it is so important to save all these things, because अगर हम rituals में ही अटक गए ना, then probably we will not know the why of it. And it is very important to start explaining, because now the people have are ready for understanding why you are doing what you're doing. So it is important for all of us, to question things, to know things, to start utilizing by knowing the how. बहुत जरूरी है. अगर आपको हाउ नहीं पता होगा तो आप चीजों को अप्रिशिएट नहीं कर हाउ नहीं सर वाई नहीं पता होगा तो आप अप्रिशिएट नहीं कर पाओगे चीजों के. सो यू नो although we meditate, but then meditation is one part of it, and the prayer is other part of it. So somewhere I read that meditation is God talking to you, and prayer is you talking to God. So uh, but I feel both are important, for there has to be some communication from you also, and there has to be some communication from God. So we'll have to balance prayer and meditation in our lives in order to probably um, appreciate the value of the prayers and the value of meditation also. Like यहाँ पे जैसे मैं कह रही हूँ prayer flags या consecrated चीजें जो हम यूज कर रहे हैं, उसमें हम कोई भी prayer कह के उसको charge कर रहे हैं, energize कर रहे हैं. It is so 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 important. So any questions? But this is something that I was wanting to share, but let's see.
So the thing is, I mean, what I observed in like Jainism, like बहुत सारी चीजें हम लोग करते हैं, but nobody, we are not being told why we do it, the scientific reason, or you know, some of the things
Yeah.
which I realize कि प्राणी healing में वही चीज हम लोग कर रहे हैं. We know why we are doing it,
Yeah.
but like हमारे धर्म में कभी हम लोग को बचपन से बताया नहीं गया कि क्यों कर रहे हैं, like what is the logic. जैसे एक
Yeah.
है, जैसे भगवान का अभिषेक हम लोग लगाते हैं अपने चेहरे पे या जो भी है, तो वो क्यों लगा रहे हैं, लाइक व्हाट इज द मीनिंग, कोई को नहीं
Hmm.
पता.
Correct.
ऑब्वियसली भगवान की एनर्जी आप अपने बॉडी पे लगा रहे हो, दैट्स द मेन थिंग, राइट. आई मीन द प्योर द आप अपने चक्रास को वो कर रहे हो, लाइक एक्टिवेट कर रहे हो भगवान का वो लगा के.
Mm-hmm.
दूसरा है कि झुक के जो भगवान को नमस्कार करते हैं वो क्यों कर रहे हैं, तो आई थिंक
हाँ.
दैट एक्टिवेट्स योर बेसिक चक्रा, आई बिलीव.
See, it's not only basic. See, जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे देखा कि they put their hands high above their head, then they put it on the maybe
ऑन
some.
द क्राउन,
No, they put
फर्स्ट
it.
इज ऑन द, ओके,
I,
सॉरी.
let me explain. तीन
हाँ हाँ,
चीजें बताएं. जब हमने पूछा तो हम तो करते हैं ना, क्राउन, ग्रेटिट्यूड, रिस्पेक्ट एंड लव.
करेक्ट
क्राउन,
करेक्ट
भजना एंड ये. बट यहाँ
करेक्ट.
भूटान में क्या करते हैं? दे डू इट ऑन द क्राउन, मतलब ऊपर. Then they do it on the mouth, and then they do it on the heart. So
ओके.
it is soul, speech, and you can say feeling or the body.
लव, या ओके.
Yeah, love, and then they bow down. So that is how
ओके.
their pranam is like this.
ओके.
और और इनके यहाँ जैसे हमारे यहाँ प्रसाद वो देते हैं ना, होली वाटर. So in case holy water देते हैं, उसमें they say that you drink, then you put it on the crown, you purify the crown, then you put it on the eyes, you purify your vision, then you put it on the throat to purify your speech,
या
and then you put it on the heart to purify the soul.
करेक्ट.
Like, yeah, like that. Body, sorry, heart, body. So हमारे यहाँ भी हम करते हैं, मतलब पंडित जी देते तो हैं पानी, but
हम बस पी के सर पे लगा लेते हैं, दैट्स इट.
पर उसने मतलब the girl that was sitting beside me, she told me that we do it like this. We put it on the crown, it's like soul. Then we put it on the eyes, it's because we see good in others. And then we put it on the throat, that we speak good. And then we put it on a body, that with the body
करेक्ट.
she should
तो
also do good.
हम लोग जो गंधोदक लगाते हैं वो वैसे ही लगाते
I want, yeah.
And sausage में
One
just
second.
garlic bread में
हैं.
सॉरी, एक्चुअली मैंने खाना नहीं खाया था, तो फूड हैज कम, सो मिता इज बीइंग ऑफ हेल्प। क्या साइन करना है? हाँ, तो लाइक यू आर सेइंग ना, हमें हमें पता नहीं है, हम बस वही है तो सिर्फ सर पे लगा
कर रहे
लेते
हैं बस यार।
कर
तो
रहे हैं।
हम लोग भी जो भगवान का अभिषेक हो वैसे ही लगाते हैं, सर पे और आंखों पे और गले पे और हृदय पे,
हाँ
बस इतना ही
हाँ
लगाते
हाँ हाँ। तो वेरी सिमिलर। अगर आप देखोगे तो ट्रेडिशनली बहुत सिमिलर है यहाँ पे चीजें, बट यहाँ पे भी बहुत ज्यादा वाई में नहीं है, ये होता है। एंड प्रोबेबली आई थिंक रिलीजन की वही वीकनेस हो जाती है कि होता है एंड देयर इज नो लॉजिक टू इट।
हैं। दैट्स व्हाई
सो
आई थिंक वी नीड अ स्पिरिचुअल स्कूल टू टीच द साइंटिफिक लॉजिक बिहाइंड इट।
एक्चुअली या, so because then the generation will be able to appreciate the benefits of it.
करेक्ट
Otherwise it's like they also feel that this is just being done for the sake of doing.
करेक्ट। अब जैसे हम लोग हम लोग जब भगवान का अभिषेक करते हैं तो हमें सर कवर करना होता है, बट
हाँ,
कोई बताता नहीं कि क्यों करना होता है।
आई नो, मेरी तो मेजर फाइट होती थी शुरू में कि ये जैसे लाइक इवन बड़ों के सामने जैसे पर्दा वर्दा
हाँ।
कराते थे या कुछ कराते थे, या बट देन इट वाज मोर फ्रॉम अ सेंस ऑफ डोमिनेटिंग, आई थिंक। नॉर्थ में पल्ला इज समथिंग दैट शोज अदर,
रिस्पेक्ट।
नो सुपीरियोरिटी, इट्स
हाँ
रिस
ओके।
हाँ, they'll call it respect, but then the way it is made to be done, it makes you feel like a bit smaller. तो
हाँ।
लगता है कि वो आपको सही रीजन देना चाहिए, क्योंकि somewhere also I heard that parda system was not part of Hindu culture. In our culture, no gods or goddesses have a veil. It came from the Mughals, but
ओके।
because नॉर्थ में इतना लूटपाट हुआ था, that we stayed with it. And women were supposedly very powerful, as a species. But then, because of the Mughals, when they came in and all, um, uh, their side of men was so, you can say, maybe insecure, that they dominated their women. In our culture, women were like a very strong figure. So we never put them in parda. We never put them, in situations where probably they felt small. जैसे हमारे यहाँ हमेशा राधा कृष्ण सीताराम, we always gave due respect to women. बट मुगल्स के में इस तरह का नहीं होता था चीजें। तो कई सारी चीजें मिक्स हो गई बिकॉज ऑफ द इन्वेजन, बहुत सारी चीजें लॉस्ट हो गई। बट द थिंग इज दैट वी स्टिल वांट टू कंटिन्यू विद दोज ट्रेडिशन बिकॉज it is serving the purpose, and in the sense ये जैसे domination or making women feel smaller, it's still there. So people have to understand why things happened and what we need to let go and what we need to embrace or hold on to in order to make religion a powerful tool or process for all of us, rather than like a hindrance or just dhona aise because it has been passed on. So I think that understanding that is required for all of us, um, you know, as we are evolving, and you need to share these things with the coming generations so they can start appreciating it. Answering their why becomes an important part of teaching them. So you're right. I think Jain and Buddhism uh, कुछ तो सिमिलैरिटी है, और क्योंकि ये सब चीजें कहीं ना कहीं हिंदुइज्म से ही निकली हैं, तो there is so much that is interlinked and interwoven. But it is nice to see the good parts of the culture ना, जैसे मैंने कहा prayer flags कहीं भी देखो, it gives a sense of, I don't know, there's some जैसे ही आप देखना शुरू करते हैं, एक जॉय सा आ जाता है when you see these prayer flags, you know कहीं पे भी लगे हुए कलरफुल देखोगे, your heart opens up seeing them. And आपको पता चलता है आप कोई अच्छी जगह आने वाली है, some temple, some monastery is coming. So there is a joy that we feel. But it is said that they only consecrated ones can be put. तो अभी हमारे यहाँ जैसे हमारे यहाँ भी पताका लहराते हैं, या मंदिर के ऊपर या इवन आसपास भी, पर ये जो कॉन्सेक्रेशन और एनर्जाइजिंग का प्रोसेस है ना, ये इनबिल्ट होना चाहिए अब हर चीज में। जैसे हम खाना ब्लेस करते हैं या कुछ भी करते हैं, कई अभी भोग लगाने का होता है, लेकिन भोग भी लोग माइंडफुलनेस से नहीं लगाते। भोग लाइक खाना बनाया और बस भगवान के सामने रख दिया, पर वहां थोड़ी देर बैठो, यू नो, do that intention setting that this food is being blessed and the person who's cooked it is blessed, yahan se aaya, that is being blessed. All of that, you need to take time and do all those small things.
Actually, we have become more mechanical. Like करना है, there's a process कर दो. Like there's no intention, there's no concentration कि क्यों कर रहे हैं, क्या करना है, नहीं करना है. Like जैसे
True.
हम लोग जो माला फेरते हैं, हमारे उसमें 3 वो रहता है, लाइक माला के ऊपर. तो उसमें हम लोग ये बोलते हैं कि सम्यक दर्शन, सम्यक ज्ञान, सम्यक चारित्र.
Okay.
बट अभी लाइक नाउ व्हेन आई से ग्रेटिट्यूड, रिस्पेक्ट एंड लव, आई अंडरस्टैंड बोथ आर सेम.
हाँ.
बट वो हिंदी में समझाया गया तो कभी समझ में नहीं आया कि व्हाई, व्हाट इज द लाइक लॉजिक बिहाइंड इट.
I think it's not Hindi mein, it's just that the beauty of Master Choa's teaching is they are very simple and they are very
Yeah,
powerful. And I think that is why we are all attracted to it, because of the simplicity. हमारे रिलीजन में या हमारे कल्चर में कहीं ना कहीं सिंप्लिसिटी, मतलब जो बताने वाला है वो भी उस तरह से बताता है कि उससे ज्यादा पता है। तो
करेक्ट.
जैसे कोई पंडित हो जाता है, तो वो पंडित भी वो ज्ञान ऐसे शेयर करेगा जैसे, यू नो,
वो अपने पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से करता
कहाँ
है कि
से
भाई
ला रहा हूँ
उसको
मैं
सब समझ
आपके।
में आ रहा था, हमको भी समझ में आ रहा है.
बट हमें नहीं आ रहा होता। तो मेरी कई बार, मेरे जो पंडित जी हैं वो भी आके जब, यू नो, वी डू दीज पूजास, आई हैव सो मेनी क्वेश्चंस टू आस्क, आई हैव सो मेनी, यू नो, आई वांट टू से थिंग्स क्लियरली, अच्छे से बोलना चाहती हूँ मैं, प्रोनाउंस भी अच्छे से करना चाहती हूँ। तो आई थिंक वो सब, मतलब वो इंटेंशन, with the way you are doing it, all of that has to be, you know, together. The process, the technique, and मतलब टूल एंड टेक्निक सब, मतलब यंत्र मंत्र तंत्र तीनों चीजें मिलनी चाहिए, एंड देन यू नो थिंग्स शुड हैपन। वो इम्पोर्टेंट है, तो वो इंटीग्रेशन जरूरी है। तो आई थिंक, यू नो, प्रेयर्स, the topic for today that I really wanted to emphasize is there is a lot of power in prayer, and like, you know, that's what we are doing. So we are meditating using the great invocation prayer, right? So both of these things are very, very important. And probably they should be an integrated part of you whenever you are meditating. Meditating is like, you know, you're inhaling the energies, and through prayer you are, or you know, through blessings, you are exhaling and sharing those energies. So basically you're creating a balance within your energy system, and also, you know, the give and receive, the yin and yang, all of it is in perfect balance. So whenever you meditate, you think, what can I, you know, give back? Whom can I pray for? Whom can I bless? Because that is what is the use of meditation. So meditation is not only purifying your chakras. Meditation is you are purifying your chakras, and then how you are using it, you know, to bless, to pray, to heal somebody. So it has to have an output. So there is no point just taking. And that's why I'm loving these great invocation sessions, because we are able to, uh, you know, do a lot of blessings, share a lot of good energies, good karma with other people. Otherwise, आप इतना ज़्यादा, you know, you would have been lost after a while, ना, meditation, because you can only take as much as you can keep it in your system, right? But when you're blessing and praying, there is a consistent flow, and that is why we are all enjoying this process, because, you know, we meditate, we augment our energies, and we release, and then we again come back and do that. But if it was just meditation and no blessing, at one point of time you would have felt like congested, and then वही होता है, फिर मन नहीं लगता उस चीज में। मतलब हम मोनास्ट्री जा रहे थे, और हमने जैसे मैंने सोचा मैं 2 घंटे बैठ जाऊंगी वहां पे जाके, बट आफ्टर मे बी 30 मिनट्स 45 मिनट्स अब लगता है कि चलो, बिकॉज उससे ज्यादा बॉडी ले ही नहीं पा रही है, उससे ज्यादा मैं होल्ड ही नहीं कर सकती, इवन इफ आई एम गिविंग, मेरा कोटा पूरा हो गया. So human body is a very small vessel, right? So when you go in highly energized places, um, yes, we can expand to the degree of our giving capacity, but then it you have to continuously work on it, continuously work on receiving and giving, so that your bridge or the spiritual cord increases, more energy comes in and more goes out of your heart, because agar heart chota hoga you will not be able to uh, share, give. So both of these things are so important. And now I'm able to appreciate these sessions, because like I said, there is meditation and there is a prayer, and this beautiful combination is basically responsible for all that is flowing in these sessions for, like, almost 42 43 days that we've been doing it. So whenever you get chance, while we are doing this, meditate on the importance of the prayer, of the great invocation prayer that we are doing, and how powerful it is, that the energy or the bridge that we are creating with, uh, with the connection that we create with the divine, we are able to share it with so many people through that one prayer, which has, I think, how many lines? 12 lines, 16 lines. That's it. But it is so powerful, right? So I hope we are good with the power of prayer and the prayer flags, and probably I'll share. If you get time, you read about the prayer flags, and the prayer flags have so many symbols on them. Like if you look at it, it's beautiful. It's like the thought is so beautiful. The thought is so beautiful that you want to benefit everyone through those prayers, right? Okay, any questions? Hi Neetu, thank you for joining.
No, I was watching you on the YouTube, and then so much discussion was going on. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're absolutely right. Like I am from the RS Maji family, and over there, my grandpa used to do a lot of, free havans for the people. And so all the Sanskrit mantras are like in our soul, like we know it by heart. So as you were saying, like पंडित जी से लड़ाई हुई है, जो भी आप बात कर रहे थे अभी सरगम, तो जब हमारे घर में फर्स्ट हमने घर में गए और वहां पे पूजा करी हमने, तो पंडित जी बस ऐसे ही मंत्र बोली जा रहे थे, और वो मंत्र का उच्चारण गलत कर रहे थे. तो आई वाज लाइक, नहीं इस तरह से नहीं बोलते हैं, ये तो आप कुछ और ही मंत्र बोल रहे हैं. नहीं नहीं नहीं, ये ऐसे ही होता है बिटिया, हम ऐसे ही बोलते हैं, जल्दी जल्दी में ऐसे ही उच्चारण होता है. तो देन आई सेड, नहीं आप जो उच्चारण कर रहे हैं वो उच्चारण बेसिकली घर की शुद्धि के लिए है ही नहीं. वो मंत्र बोल रहे थे, वो मंत्र जो बोलने जा रहे थे, वो मंत्र जब किसी की डेथ हो जाती है ना, वहां पे उच्चारण किया जाता है.
Just imagine the ignorance.
एग्जैक्टली क्योंकि उनको लगा कि यहाँ पे क्या पता है किसी को ना, जो मर्जी कर दो, जैसे मर्जी बोल दो. एंड देन आई सेड टू माय हस्बैंड, आई एम लाइक, नहीं ये गलत मंत्र है. क्योंकि जब मैं यहाँ पर आई तो हम लोग भी हवन करते थे, मेरे पास बुक्स हैं, उनकी कैसेट्स थी, उनकी रिकॉर्डिंग्स थी. तो देन आई सेड, नहीं, व्हाट ही हैज डन, पैसे दे दिए, ठीक है, इट्स ओके. बट इनसाइड मी आई एम थिंकिंग इट दिस इज नॉट राइट, मेरे को ये अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है. और हम लोग उधर समहाउ हमारा उधर उस घर में जाना 2 महीने के लिए डिले हो गया था. और
Imagine.
क्या रीजंस थे हमें नहीं पता चल रहा था, हमें कुछ नहीं पता चल रहा था कि हम उधर मूव क्यों नहीं हो रहे हैं. देन अगेन वी डिड द शुद्धि ऑफ द हाउस, we did the havan, we called the again the और हमारे इंडिया से इनके प्रीस्ट आए हुए थे, तो हमने उनको घर पे लेकर गए, और उसके बाद हम लोगों ने वहां पे कदम रखा. नो, इट्स फाइन, वी कैन गो इन देयर. बट उनके वो 2 मंत्र जो थे, how do I remember is that because I was very close to my grandpa and Pandit ji mantra kar rahe the, and I was just standing right next to him जब हम उनकी cremation के लिए जा रहे थे. I was not moving from there, and I was very, I do not know, I was not in that present of state के like okay बिटिया पीछे हट जाओ, और मैंने नहीं सुना, और मैं वहीं पे उनके पास खड़ी थी, और वो मुझे बार बार बोल रहे थे कि नहीं अब बेटियां आगे नहीं आती हैं, अब बेटे आगे आएंगे, वो करेंगे. एंड आई वाज लाइक हु आर यू टू टेल मी बेटा बेटी, लाइक देयर इज नो वन बेटा बेटी, आई एम एवरीथिंग फॉर हिम एंड यू डू नॉट टेल मी. तो तब जब वो मंत्र का उच्चारण करते, वो दो मंत्र आज भी मेरे दिमाग में है कि अच्छा ये तो, अरे ये तो वही बोल रहे हैं, ये घर की शुद्धि कर रहे हैं, क्या कर रहे हैं. So it is just here, I think in Canada, it is just like okay, ठीक है, तुम मंत्र बोल दो और लोगों के घर में जाके, it's like a business here.
Yeah, मतलब सच में I think uh, it's become like a business, but it is important to understand that this is not a business. This is like energy work. You know? Yeah, Vikas, you're saying something.
Yes, as Neetu was saying, मगर
हाँ.
आर्य समाज के अंदर there is no distinction about males and females की क्या कौन से मंत्र मेल्स पढ़ सकते हैं या कौन से मंत्र फीमेल्स
No,
पढ़
no, it
सकते
was
हैं.
at the time
और
of the cremation because my papa has
नहीं, नहीं,
to,
I'm not
lit the
I'm
fire
not
and all that.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying anything that you were wrong anywhere. I'm myself from an आर्य समाजी family. That is what I'm saying. यहाँ पे कोई distinction है नहीं इसमें.
Okay. Okay, but I think this, like, probably the more you understand things, and even if you don't know the meaning of certain things, that you can sense the energy of a mantra, how one mantra is different from the other mantra, how one ritual can be different from the other ritual based on the quality of the energy. So अब जैसे जैसे through pranic healing you're becoming, or we are becoming more sensitized, or even अगर pranic healing मत लो, अगर आप किसी भी energy work, या अगर आप sensitive हो for energy, you will be able to differentiate between what one mantra does to you versus the other mantra. So for example, हम ओम मणि पद्मे होम यूज करते हैं, and you know it really just opens up your heart. It's a mantra of mercy and compassion, so it is different from maybe when you are doing Om Triambakay Rajamahi, it will be so different. आ रहे हैं क्या लोग? अच्छा अच्छा. So या फिर आप लक्ष्मी गायत्री करते हो from the main Gayatri, it's different. You feel the difference between the energies, the कौन सा चक्र खुल रहा है. इवन जब आप गाना सुन रहे हो, तो मेरे साथ तो बिकॉज माय डैड वाज अ सिंगर, एंड आई वाज सो मच, मतलब उनके रियाज में मैं बहुत ज्यादा, हम लोग इन्वॉल्व थे, तो सुर सा ऊपर वाला कहाँ लगता है और सा नीचे वाला कहाँ लगता है, यू कैन टेल बाय द साउंड वेयर इट अफेक्ट्स. मतलब बहुत सारी चीजें, हमारा क्लासिकल म्यूजिक, the energy of every note of that सरगम या सारेगामा की हर नोट एक अलग लेवल पे या एक अलग चक्र पे जाके एक्टिवेट करती है. सो energy is such a thing that everybody can feel it. You will know from एक song से लेके दूसरे song what it does to your energy. Sometimes when a song is not composed correctly, it will be like hurtful on the ears, maybe not feeling right to you. Depressing songs ऐसे ही हो जाते हैं. So we all have an understanding of energy, and probably we need to build this up more and more and more in order to validate the religion part in our lives, you know through the concepts of energies that we have. So I think for today's session, this is one thing that I would like to again emphasize, that religion is good. It is not bad because it was really required for people. जैसे होता है ना ABCD, आपको अगर बच्चे को सिखानी है तो obviously you will need some methodology. So religion is good, but the why part is very important to be communicated, to be instilled, to be anchored into our children, into the people who are practicing those religion. Otherwise, it just becomes a bunch of rituals which probably we are doing as machines, and we don't respect them, or we don't um, get the deeper meaning of it. So वो बहुत important है, and उसकी emphasis, उसकी importance, we all need, those of us who are into it, we need to time and again communicate and try to sensitize people for the benefits of knowing these things in a deeper way, right? So we start.
In that sense, spirituality is liberating.
It is very liberating. Uh, it's very liberating. I feel, it is such a big word, spirituality, and sometimes, you also feel that whether you are doing justice to it by talking about it, or but I think a lot changes once you are open to understanding your religion through the lens of spirituality. So spirituality is basically, I think it gives you a deeper insight into an appreciation into maybe your religion, into the rituals that you are doing, and then you want to hold on to them, right? Okay. So ये जो discussion, we start with every great invocation. This is also because, in the practice, like I've heard this from Master Ko, that whenever you have to meditate, you sensitize your mental body also, because emotions तो आ जाते हैं while meditation, लेकिन when you are like, ये जो पूरी journey होती है of this discussion, it sensitizes or activates your mental body, and so जो उस समय आपके lower thoughts होते हैं ना, वो सब dispersed हो जाते हैं, and you focus on this particular discourse that has happened, and then you move in. It's easy for you to shift from here now to the meditative state, and then probably the blessing. So I hope all of you appreciate these discussions that we have, although it takes some time, but it brings more clarity and also sets a base for our body to be ready for meditation and then blessings. Okay, so I hope we are ready. So let's start. Close your eyes. Just by closing your eyes, be aware that you open the eyes within, right? So just going deeper and deeper into your own being, moving from the body to the flesh, going deeper, bones, the blood, the veins, deeper, 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 deeper. Somewhere within your system, there is a seat of immense peace, peacefulness. And as you bring your consciousness within, deeper and deeper, somewhere deeper, and I don't want you to look for that depth or to find that place, but just feel the depth of your own soul. Which is anchored in your body at this point of time, using this body to navigate through the world, utilizing this body to experience life as it is today. So this vehicle or your body is an immensely important tool to be able to experience the world, and then through your soul you assimilate those experiences and you anchor it, or you deposit it in the experience and wisdom of your soul. So every conversation that you're having at a deeper level, when it is not superficial, when it is coming from a deep sense of understanding of your own soul, of understanding other people in depth, and not even people, maybe a process, a technique, a ritual. When you want to go deeper, and you discover or understand, you're adding that piece of wisdom to your soul, and it gets deposited forever with the soul. And in the next lifetime or the next incarnation, when you're born, you just have to discover it. It is already there, and you just discover that you already know so much. The wisdom of the soul is what we are all here for. So this life is all about accumulating, experiencing, and then accumulating that wisdom, or integrating it, synthesizing it within your soul. Whether it's good, whether it's bad. And in reality, there is nothing so bad. It's just an experience, and it teaches you what not to do, maybe. So I want you to gently reflect on your life today, and reflect on something that probably you're not doing right, somewhere that you are stuck, some area of your life that is not moving to the degree of acceleration that you are looking forward to. And look it from the standpoint of the soul instead of the body. So I want you to just observe your present situation where you feel stuck or have some issues. I want you to just go take a zoom out of that situation and just reflect on this situation from the wisdom of the soul. And as you look from the wisdom of the soul, be aware that you are just participating in this situation because it has to be a lesson for either you or the other party. And it is nothing more than that. It is either a lesson for you or it is a lesson for them. And the two of you come together as postmen delivering the letters of lessons to each other. And there is nothing personal about it. It is just the way our soul learns, by way of experience, by way of interaction, by way of relationship and connection. You came as a soul, and you will go back as a soul, leaving behind all of that you think is super important at this point of time. So the journey of the soul is solo, but entanglement in the world of Maya, illusion, family, life, money, fame, success, all is required just to draw, extract the experience or the wisdom for the soul. And it is important. But what is not important is to get entangled in it, to identify yourself with it, to identify your worth with it, to identify your esteem, self-esteem with what is happening, whether it's a rejection or an acceptance. What you see is just an opportunity for the soul to learn, and it has nothing personal for you, right? So just thank that situation in your life and just say, I will learn my lesson, and I will move through or move past this situation gracefully. without entanglement, but with a lot of grace. And just mentally, you can just tell yourself, the situation is going to teach me how to be more graceful in handling people, relationships, my own life. And I will do this for the sake of growing my soul, for the evolution of my soul. Nothing more than that. Just take a deep breath and put your hands in the blessing position. We will invoke to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to all the great ones, Holy Gurus, Holy Master Saints, Archangels, Holy Angels, to all the spiritual elders and helpers. Thank you for your priceless blessings, for your divine protection, for this beautiful meditation that we are going to do. The blessings. So be it, so be it. Be aware of your crown. Be aware of a few inches above the crown. Seat of the soul, through which the light is anchored into your body. Gently be aware of the seat of the soul and be aware of the infinite ocean of energy through which we are all connected. Just like the roots of the tree, we are all connected with that one giant source of consciousness. And the solution to all our problems, the solution to all our situations is part of that larger consciousness. And as we connect through meditation, the solution is anchored into our soul. To the degree of receptivity, the soul to learn the lesson through acceptance and awareness. Deep breath. Be aware of this beautiful golden energy entering your crown, slowly and gently. Be aware of the gratitude, love, and joy, inner peace and bliss in your heart. Be aware of the happiness and joy that you've experienced in your life by being your true nature, by being yourself. Be aware of all the lovely compliments that you've received for the wonderful person that you are today or any day. And be aware that you're a very good human being. You're a wonderful, wonderful person. Let that thought, let that emotion sink in. Allow your heart to open up. Now visualize a small earth in front of you, the size of a small wall. We will chant Om 3 times and anchor the energies of loving kindness in our system. Love is the food for the soul. Be still, be aware. Om. 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 We are one. The great invocation from the point of light within the mind of God. Let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend on earth. May the great teacher return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of every person, every being, the purpose which the holy masters know and serve. Let goodwill and the will to do good descend on earth. From the center which we call the human race, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light, love, and power manifest and restore the divine plan on earth. We will chant Om Mani Padme Hum 3 times and be aware of this beautiful little ball, our planet in front of you. Visualize beautiful pink energy surrounding the earth from your heart, the energy of love and compassion and mercy. And then from your crown, be aware of a beautiful golden blanket surrounding the earth, the energies of divine love. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. May each and every being, sentient being in the higher worlds, middle worlds, and lower worlds be divinely blessed by the divine light, divine love, divine power, divine healing energies. So be it, so be it, so it is. Visualize these energies spreading throughout the planet Earth without exception. Every person, every being without exception is being divinely blessed by the love of God, by the light of God, by the will of God. So be it, so be it, so it is. Be aware that every person's soul is connected with the oversoul or the one. And as we grow and evolve, we all win. Be aware of all the people whom you think needs to evolve, needs to mature, whether you don't like them, whether there is some kind of sadness attached with that soul. Bless that soul with loving kindness, with rapid and proper evolution on the journey of soul evolution, so that we all may evolve, making and helping our planet evolve in the larger scheme of things, and helping all the higher beings to be able to manifest their plan or the plan of the one soul for our planet, for all the human beings on this planet. So be it, so be it, so it is. Be aware of your heart and crown, and to share these blessings generously with each one of them. Be aware that our evolution contributes to the larger evolution, and it is our duty to help those who need it. Just take a deep breath and just share those blessings. May all of you be divinely blessed. May all of you evolve and grow into your best version. May the Buddha nature in you connects with the Buddha nature in you, and we all help evolve into a higher Buddha nature. So be it, so be it, so it is. May peace, love, light, joy be with all of you. So be it, so be it, so it is. All your prayers be answered rapidly and properly. With the blessings of God, with the blessings of my teacher, so be it, so be it, so it is. Let us give thanks to the Supreme God. We thank you. To all the great, great ones, we thank you for your priceless blessings, for the beautiful energies that surround us, divine protection we are offered during these sessions. We thank you all. In full faith, so be it, so be it, so it is. You can open your eyes with a big, broad smile. Thank you, everyone, for joining. We'll connect again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good night.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.